What? Do you fear me? Do I fear you? You just killed my eldest daughter and then crushed her fiancé. Ate the band, ate the priest, like they were fish fillet. You have some real aggression.
Human, let me rephrase the question.
Do you fear me? You're a god. But do you fear me? Do I fear you? For such a big guy, it seems absurd. You would need to be assured. The earth is yours, you rule the sea. If you're such a big guy, why talk about fear to me?
When you have a reputation as this horrifying thing you don't know, do they fear? Is their cringing quite sincere? Or do people simply tell you what they think you want to hear? And so I'm asking, really, do you fear me?
That's insane!
Perhaps, but do you fear me?
Do we fear him? For millions of years we've worshipped him, dreamed of him, killed for him. Millions of years our souls are his. If that's not fear, what is?
Then you fear me.
Yes, of course we do.
Now it's time to vanquish you. Yes, now that I'm awake,
We must succumb.
after millions of years,
Your time has come.
Sorry about the delay tonight getting going. It's we had a little bit of tech problems going on my end, so we went live late. How's everyone doing? Let me get Sophona in here. Hello.
Hi.
Hang on 1 second. It's coming through my speakers again. Gotta love the Discord sometimes. Okay, let's try that again.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. So, we are now in scenario 3 here, the Devourer below of the Nezialat campaign. Did you fiddle around with your deck any, or?
Well, I don't have the cards to replace the stuff that I have right now, so I'll do that now. How much experience did we get for the last scenario?
7. We got a whole
7?
lot. Yeah.
That is a whole lot. That could be fun. Wow. 7.
Yep.
I think yeah, I think I've got an idea for what I might want. Looking through my deck. Yeah, I've got some cheap things that I should probably add to this that might be useful. So
If you if you need help, if you need me to help you find the cards, just let me know.
yeah, so I'm actually missing 1 vicious blow, 2 overpowers, and 2 fight or flights.
Or these are the upgraded versions?
I think they're the base versions, although actually I will get the 2 upgraded vicious blows. So yeah, the upgraded vicious blows. I don't think there's an upgraded overpower, so that's not really.
I can look it up real quick.
I think fight, flight, and overpower only have the 1 version.
Yeah, fight or flight is only. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
And
So I'll take 2 of those, 2 overpowers, and 2 upgraded vicious blows.
okay,
That's
so
8 actually. That's 8 XP, isn't it?
boy, I think so. It's. Sorry, I'm looking at multiple things at the same time here. So
2 upgraded vicious blows is 4, and then okay, so then yeah, I'll take the 2 fighter flights, the 2 upgraded vicious blows, and I guess 1 overpower.
Too many cards. Firefly is Unspeakable Oath. So, what set was that in Carcosa? And I did not clean up these cards well.
The idea behind getting these is just sort of like filling out the cards, like the very basic cards that make the deck work, as opposed to going for the fancy stuff.
Sure.
Kind of have to. So let's see. I'm putting in.
Oh, there's Fight or Flight.
I'm putting in like 5 cards, so.
So you have to cut some stuff.
Cards, yeah.
Okay, so you wanted. Okay, so I got the fight or flight. Was there any other survivor cards? It was overpower.
Yeah, overpower is neutral.
Right.
I only need one of those. So 2 fight or flights, 1 overpower, and then 2 upgraded vicious blows.
Lost in time and space. Hell. Up, 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 up. I wish there was an easier way to just search everything that's on the table. There isn't a function for that in here, is there? I should just toss all the same class stuff into one pile. I'll make it a little bit easier. Throw all the Guardian stuff together. There's the regular one. Why can't I find the upgraded? I feel like I'm missing a pile of cards for some reason. Oh. My help. And you said 1 overpower?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 overpower for now. I would have gotten the second one too, but I think it's probably a good idea to get the fight or flight first, because that lets me have basically like almost guaranteed hits later in the scenario.
Right.
Once I've gotten a dangerous amount of horror on me, it's like
Let me throw these into...
I have like a base.
I'm just trying to clean up a little bit.
Plus another 4 plus 2 is just like...
I definitely feel like I'm missing a Guardian pile for some reason. Oh wait, that's... Yeah, because it's way off to the side here. No wonder I couldn't find it. Good job, me. Bishop's Below, here we go. And you need how many of those? Just one, or...?
Two of the upgraded ones.
Okay, so that should be these 5 here.
Yep, and that's, let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
Okay.
I spent mine on... Thankfully, I've got a chat command for this, for my deck list. I got 3 new cards. I got the upgraded Emergency Cast, the level 3 one, which lets me put supply tokens on things.
Oh, nice.
I got Counterspell, which is when someone at my location draws one of the cast tokens that isn't the auto-fail, I can just cancel it. And you don't replace the token.
Nice.
So you just like draw no token. And the other thing was I upgraded Deduction, the 2 books skill. Wait, did I do that this time, or is that last time? Yeah, it was this time, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to spend the other 2 XP on. So it lets me, if I succeed by 2 or more, I get to pick up 2 additional clues instead of 1. So I can conceivably pick up 3 clues on 1 skill test. Which, if I need to scoop them up really fast, like, say, in this scenario, it'll be very handy. I really wanted to get, I've got a plan, but I didn't have the XP for it. Which is, it's a fight event that lets you use books instead of combat. And for each clue you have, up to 3, you do 1 additional damage. So you can hit something for conceivably 4 damage. But it's super expensive XP-wise. I think it's like 3 or 4 or something like that.
Alright, sweet. I mean, you can tell by my choices of cards that I'm, you know, working more towards being like the absolute fight monster that I am.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I forget, do you still have any guns in that deck, or?
I do.
Okay, so I could conceivably reload them if I draw that emergency cash.
Yeah, I've got the, well, one of the nice things is that I guess, you doing that means that I should probably keep in this 1 card. I was going to, it was sort of like up in the air whether I wanted to keep in a, oh, where is it? Keep in a lantern to help with some of my, you know, clue getting stuff, or this first aid. And now that I know you can reload stuff, I'm going to keep the first aid for sure.
Granted, it is still 1 card in my deck, so...
Yeah, I know, but that's still... If you can reload a first aid, that can actually completely salvage a game. Whereas Lantern is just, like, potentially an easier clue. So I'm totally on board with that. Now I will delete the cards I took out. Goodbye forever. Alright, I think I'm all ready.
Yeah, I'm good here, too. I already did a little bit of setup, as you can see. Yeah. Okay, so part 3, the Devourer below. After a frantic nighttime search of Arkham, you have tracked down and questioned several members of the cult. Your findings are disturbing. They claim to worship a being known as Umderhoth? Not sure quite how to say that. A monstrous entity from another realm. You're able to confirm much of Lita's story. The cult is agitated over the destruction of a ghoul lair. However, a surprising detail also turns up. The one who invaded the lair and set this night's events in motion was none other than Lita Chandler herself. You're not sure why this important detail was omitted from Lita's story. Did she tell you only as much as necessary to draw you into her conflict? But in another light, she seems to be fighting to protect the city of Arkham from a terrible menace. The final piece of the puzzle was found written in a journal possessed by one of the cultists. It describes a dark ritual to be performed deep within the woods south of Arkham this very night. According to the journal, the ritual's completion will open a gate and bring forth the cult's dark master into this world. If this cult is not stopped, Lee warns, there is a possibility that Umderhoth's vengeance will consume all in its path. Frightened but determined to stop the ritual, you head into the woods. Okay, so during setup, a few things happened. We set up the deck and the counter deck. These are 4 of the 6 Arkham Woods locations that were randomized and placed out here. There's 2 that weren't used. There's a few cards that are set aside, and there's also 4 additional encounter sets that I randomly chose one from. I basically drew it out of this bag up here.
All right.
I don't know what it is. I did not look at it before shuffling it into the deck. We checked the number of cultists that got away in the campaign log. Since we got
was 2?
2, so we start with 1 doom on the agenda.
Okay.
The more the more the blah 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 blah. The more cultists that got away, the more doom it would have started with.
Yeah. So we did pretty well. I
Yep.
mean, we only have 1 on the thing. That's
Yep.
not bad. Considering our poor start the other session.
Slight problem. This isn't our fault, but see this token here, this chaos token?
Yeah.
It is being added to the bag. And this is a new symbol. This is the Elder Thing symbol, and you will see its effect on the card. And I'm going to drop it in there.
If there's an Ancient One enemy in play, reveal another token. Yikes.
Yeah, and it's -5 flat up.
Yikes.
Those things are never pleasant.
No, it doesn't sound like it.
Okay. If it was past midnight, we would right now have to discard 2 random cards from your starting hand. But we left before it was midnight, so we're good.
Yeah. Okay.
And if the Ghoul Priest was still alive, it would get shuffled into the encounter deck.
All right.
It is not, thankfully.
Yeah, that guy's a butt.
Yep. So you get 5 resources to start with, and you start with that horror. Do your trauma.
Yeah. Which isn't so bad.
And we do start play at the main path up here. Go ahead and draw your opening hand here, and I'll
Sure.
shuffle.
I'll shuffle
Oh,
again
that is
That's
cut is not shuffle.
You can press R as well.
Yeah.
If you hover over it.
That's a weakness. I'm not dealing with that right now. I got that emergency cash in my opening hand.
This is also fine, I think. I'm gonna mulligan away this first aid. And probably also this Gravedigger's shovel, because I don't feel like I necessarily want another weapon in my opening hand, so I will... Perfect! I'm happy with this.
Okay, so we start and play at the main path. Oh, right, I should talk about act and agenda up here. Okay, so the agenda for this scenario is the Arkham Woods. From interrogating members of the conspiracy within Arkham, you have learned that they are performing a rite of vengeance in response to the destruction of one of their master's lairs. You have entered the woods outside Arkham to try to stop them. The woods seem unnaturally cold and filled with a deathly science. Threshold is 4. Investigating the trail. The evidence you've gathered has led you to the woods south of Arkham, where you believe a ritual to summon a being known called Umdaroth is about to take place. Stealing your resolve, you set forth deeper into the woods, hoping to find the site of this ritual. To advance this, require 3 clues per investigator, so we need 6 total between us.
That's your job. I mean, I might pick up 1 or 2.
I think we both might need it. Okay, so the main path. Hangman's Brook separates uptown from the woods south of Arkham. Passing over the small bridge, you follow the main path deeper into the forest. And this is revealed. The main path is connected to each other woods locations. As an action, if you're here, you can resign. There's nothing we can do to stop them. You flee from the woods, leaving Arkham to its grisly fate.
That doesn't sound good. That sounds real bad.
Yep, and then this is connected to each of these, but the woods are not connected to each other right now. It's that we know of.
Alright.
And it's also connected to some location we don't know.
Yeah. Would you like to take the first move?
Sure I could. I should probably look at my hand a little bit more here. I'm gonna get a... It's kind of funny, but I'm just gonna get a knife out just for a little bit of protection.
Sure.
And then I do have medical text in my hand. I'm... I'll go and play it now, just in case. Which is, it lets me heal. Or make a skill test to heal.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So that's 1, 2, and then... I'll check out one of the woods.
Depending on how good the shroud is, I might also follow you there.
I guess I'll just try the first one. Growing up, you were always warned to stay out of the woods at night. Now you know why. Twisting Pass. Forced, when you move out of this location, test 3 books. If you fail, cancel the effects of the move.
Oh.
This pass seems to twist and turn upon itself, almost as if it was alive. So it is connected back to the main path and 2 other locations we haven't seen yet.
So if I were to go to, let's say, one of the other Arkham woods, in order to get to you, I would have to go to the main path and then to you?
Actually, the main path is not connected to here anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because see how the Twisting Pass has a different icon now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is one way.
Oh, okay.
Like, I can go back to the main path, but I have to make the test.
I can't even follow you.
Right. You have to find, like, one of the other locations, like the diamond or the 2 hash marks.
Alright, I think I get it now. So you're gonna just start your investigation?
That was my 3rd action. Because
You should be... Oh,
I
right.
drop.
Move, yeah. Alright. So I will move down to... I'll move down to this one. And let's flip that over.
Tangled Thicket. This location is investigated using fight instead of... using combat instead of the skill indicated by the investigation attempts.
Perfect!
So that location is connected to my location and the main path. And somewhere else. So it goes something like... this. Well, that's not...
Okay. So then, second action, I'm gonna pay 3,
I can't really do a dotted line.
pay 3. That's, very interesting. So... yeah, I'm actually gonna just investigate twice.
Okay. Yep, and you get to use your combat.
Here, and I use my combat, which is great, because that's a 4. So, let's see, that's -2, I tie. So, success.
Yep, so you get to take a token.
And there's no enemies out to put a doom counter on, so perfect time to get that. Then I'll do it again. And I got a -2, I tie again. Perfect. 2 clues already down.
Okay.
And that's the end of my stuff.
Okay, so it is now the enemy's phase. So if there's any enemies out on the board with Hunter, they would get to move towards an investigator. There aren't. Any enemies engaged with investigators would attack. There aren't. So we move into the upkeep phase. So unexhaust everything. Ready all exhausted cards. Reset actions. Draw a card and gain a resource.
Sweet.
Damn it.
That's actually not terrible.
You know, it is terrible.
Well...
this goddamn book.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So you had to discard one of your other...
yeah, because I have to make the slot for it.
Goodbye, knife. You were good while you lasted.
And I need to put 3 horror on this thing.
Alright. Then... you go to the Mythos, right?
Yes. It is a new turn.
So, Doom counter... I'll draw my encounter.
Go for it.
Come on, enemy! That's not an enemy. Oh well.
You can't play assets or events for a turn, basically.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
And I get one. I get an enemy on the other hand. Oh, I have to spawn in an empty location.
Oh, okay. Can I... So, how do I get back to... Because I want to go to a place.
To get to one of these places, you have to go there from the path.
Okay, so I have to go from where I am right now to where you are, and then back to the main
Or
path.
you could just go back to the path. The path is connected to the woods. This is just one way. From where I am to the path is one way.
Okay. So, I'm thinking you can put the Acolyte in the main path.
Oh, we can do that, yeah. It's an empty location, so...
Because then I'm going to move there, and I've got stuff I can do.
And it comes into play with the Doom on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like putting him there, because I am very close to being able to do it.
Okay. So it is investigator's phase, so do what you want.
Alright. You want me to go first?
Sure.
Alright, cool. I'm going to... I'm gonna move up there, and he will engage with me.
Correct. So we're going to put him over here with you.
Then I'm going to... Okay, so I have a question.
Yep, go ahead.
This says that I can't play my assets or events.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Does that override, or I should say, does William Yorick's ability after defeating an enemy override that?
Yeah, because it's still playing an asset.
So
If it was putting it into play, it would ignore that. But since you are actually playing it and paying the cost, because otherwise, like if you're putting it into play, you wouldn't get like the stuff that says like put X counters on it when it comes into play.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
is played, I should say.
Okay, so I'm going to.
I mean, you can always just punch the Acolyte in the face.
Yeah.
It only has 1 health.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if I could do some like sweet sick tech, but I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do anyway, which is I'm going to commit 2 machetes to this fight. So I'm up at 6.
Okay.
And -1, so I punch him for 1 and he's dead.
Okay. This Doom goes away.
Unfortunately, I cannot use William York's ability to play that machete from my graveyard, but I'm sure there will be an enemy sometime in the near future.
Oh yeah, there's
here's
plenty of them. Yep, go ahead.
My kind of parting the veil here a little bit on my hand, but I have buried them deep.
Sure.
And I'm not sure if I should use it on any non-elite enemy, like the first one I get, if I should just snap it out, or if I should wait for one that's more dangerous that we don't want to recur.
I would
eventually shuffle the thing back.
I would save it for a nastier enemy.
Save it for a nastier enemy. That's what
Like I would rather see the Acolytes come back than anything else.
Okay, that's a good point. And
Granted, you can't actually. You can't use it right now due to dissonant voices, but...
Right. But, like, just in general, snapping it off on the first enemy, probably not the thing to do. Waiting until it's a more dangerous enemy, that makes more sense. Alright, so then...
especially since it's got good icons, I should say, in case you need to discard it, because it's got a wildcard icon, I believe, right?
Yeah, it does. So let's see. That's been 2 actions. I think I will take a third and move to another woods.
Okay, so this one on the end here.
Yep.
Unhallowed ground. Forced after you enter this location, test. Make a brains 4 test. I forget what that is.
Past that.
If you fail, take 1 damage and 1 horror.
Okay, so here's so there's 2 clues here.
Yep.
Oh, damn. Okay, well, sure. I will, I guess I have to test this brain. I don't have a, well, I guess I'll take that. I misclicked, but I did draw a chaos token, so that's -3. I'm gonna fail. I kind of was expecting that, but no big deal.
Yeah, this has got one of those one-way pass back as well. Wait, what am I talking about when I say one way? The main path is connected to all the woods locations. I'm a dumb. Just by off the main pass text. I was like wondering, like, why are these all coming up one way? And then it's.
Yeah.
Let me redo the lines here. So this is connected to here. These two are actually connected to each other. This is connected here. This is connected here. That's a little bit better.
Yeah. Okay, so I took a damage and a horror, and I'm out of stuff here.
Okay.
So, take it away.
My turn. The woods. Shroud 3.
Yeah, you should be able to handle that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try it straight for the first one.
No Elder token.
Oh, okay.
Auto-fail.
Yeah, because my weakness, the Necronomicon, makes it a fail.
I said no Elder token. Oh,
Damn it. I need to get rid of this eventually.
Yeah.
Second try.
That's rough.
Third try. Okay, that's one.
Better. Yeah. All right. You got one. That's not terrible.
Not the greatest use of my turn, but
No, but I mean, I got very lucky with that woods, so we're still in pretty good shape as far as clues are concerned.
yeah, we got woods that complement each other pretty well. It's just that my luck is terrible today, apparently. Yeah. Okay, so enemies would go. Hunters would move if we had any hunters on the board. There aren't. Enemies would attack. There are no enemies on the board, so no one gets attacked. And we move into upkeep then. Yep. So again, ready exhausted cards.
Draw a card, and this is when I discard dissonant voices, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the round, yeah.
And I gain a resource.
Alright, now I can start doing things. Hopefully I pull an enemy and you don't. That would be the best thing.
Where did that dissonant voices go?
I discarded it. It just went under the acolyte for whatever reason.
That's weird. Man, who knows? Okay, so new round. The agenda will get a doom counter. So our clock is at 3. And then we will get our encounter cards. So go ahead and draw yours.
I did get an enemy.
Nice. Sweet. Okay, and mine. Oh look, distant voices. This looks familiar.
Yeah. Perfect. I've got a great turn lined up.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to play right now, so I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I mean, you're just gonna search and move mostly, right?
Right.
Do you want me to take my turn first?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, watch this.
So, combat 3. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, how do I want to do this?
Punch in the face 3 times?
Yeah, well, because I'm just concerned about the, Yeah, that's fair.
Holy crap, you have 7 resources right now?
I do have 7 resources right now, because I couldn't play an asset, so just so happened that worked out quite nicely for me.
Right.
Okay, this is really risky, but it could be amazing. So I'm gonna commit a level 2 vicious blow to this.
Okay.
And I don't know if I want to use anything else for this. I don't want to commit Bury the Deep, I don't think. So the only thing... What I'm trying to do is rip, like, enough so that this Vicious Blow turns into a +2 damage. So by succeeding 2 or more, but that seems unlikely, because then the only thing I can pull that does that is a -1. That's possible, though, like a 0 or a -1 or an
Yep.
Elder Sign. I think I just have to go for it. Alright, show me the money.
Oh, hey.
One shot.
Nice. So, so you had 4 combat, +2 from the Vicious Blow to the 2 icons, so 6.
Yep.
-1 for
-1 to 5.
5.
I succeeded by 2 or more, so
Right.
I dealt 3 damage.
Correct. And then the gold dies.
This ability is going to trigger. I'm going to pay 3 resources to equip a machete.
Nice.
So that's all one action, which makes me feel really good about everything that I'm doing right now. Then I'm going to use another action to... Actually, no. No. I'm going to try to investigate. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Well, now that one's trickier because I also have to get like a 0 or a +1 to get this.
Right.
I don't. 4 is just a bad situation for me. 4 is like not very easy for me to get. But I'm here, and it's better that I do this now than you have to come here and test and possibly take a damage. So I'm gonna try to investigate.
All right.
A -2, so I fail by a huge amount. And then a -3, I also fail by a huge amount. That kind of sucks. I was hoping for a 0, but... whatever. And then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Okay, so I'm still in the woods here, so I'm going to make my investigation test against the Shroud of 3. Thankfully, I've got 5 as my stat I'm using here.
Yeah.
So... okay, you did put back the Chaos token, so let me go and try the first time. Okay, so I pass here. And this one's cleared out. So we have, what, 4 clues right now out of the 6 we need?
Yep.
So I'm going to try the walk back to the path, see if I can find a way. I have to actually make a test at difficulty 3 to actually get back.
Yeah. Luckily, you should be able to pass that.
You say that, but...
or maybe not.
Nope. So that token is a -3, and if there's a monster here, I would take damage.
Yeah.
So I fail.
Luckily, you don't have that.
So the test failed, so the move is canceled, but I still spent the action.
Yep.
And then I'm going to try it again. Okay, so that one succeeds. And I move back to the main path. And I'm not hurt. I was thinking if I have... oh yeah, I can technically use my free action from my ID. Yeah, to get rid of the Necronomicon. So I'm going to use my free action to move a horror onto myself. I'm just going to get rid of that and click it. Yeah. Because I have to get rid of all these tokens to actually get rid of this card that's hosing me.
Yeah.
In case anyone wants to read it. Okay, so that is our turn then, I guess.
Yep. All the enemies are gone.
So no hunters to move, no enemies to attack. So we just move into upkeep.
Yep.
Which is basically draw a card and a resource for us right now.
That's pretty good.
And it is next turn. So we'll do the Mythos phase, where we add a Doom to the counter. We check to see if it advances. Threshold on this agenda is 4, and there is 4 Doom, so we will flip it. Throughout the woods, a shrieking cry echoes. From somewhere deeper in the forest, a score of hideous voices answer the call, inhuman as the baying hounds and yet articulate, repeating a singular name. Omdaroth, Omdaroth, Omdaroth. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck and discard cards from the top until a monster enemy is discarded. Spawn that enemy at the main path, goddammit. Then place 1 Doom on that enemy. Great. So these go back in. And we just start dealing them until we find a monster. That's Cultist. That's Cultist.
Yeah, I guess it's a humanoid. I guess it doesn't count.
Wait, let me check something real quick. Yeah, the monster is a specific keyword.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like looking for like a ghoul. Bunch of nasty shit.
There it is.
Ghoul minion.
That's an actual monster.
And since it spawns on the main path, that's where I'm standing, so it's gonna jump on me.
Yep.
It's gonna go away. Actually, this should be shuffled back in. Hooray, I've made a friend.
Yeah. You might make another one, too, from the encounter.
Oh yeah, we still have to draw one. So... Oh, the new agenda. Omdaroth, Omdaroth, Omdaroth. The chanting builds in intensity, echoing into the cold air of the night. The sparse clouds in the sky coalesce above the Arkham woods, blotting out the faint light of the stars. Each enemy gets +1 fight and +1 evade. Hooray.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, that sucks.
No, bad. Alright, let's pull the encounters.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and pull yours first.
Oh, shit. I don't know why that happened.
Game glitching out a little bit here.
I guess let's shuffle that. There we go. Alright.
You got a bitey friend, too.
I got a bitey friend, yeah. I'm okay with that, though.
And mine. Oh, jeez.
You've got a lot of friends, actually.
Yeah. That's bad.
Oh, that is bad. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, do you want to go first, or?
Yes. I am gonna go first. And what I'm gonna do is... watch this. I'm going to... commit this police badge to an attack. I'm going to attack the ghoul minion, so let's see. I get +1 for it, up to 5, +1 from the police badge, so that's 6.
And then it's at +1, so it has a 3 combat right now.
Yes, and I got a -2, place 1 Doom on the nearest enemy, so I guess it gets a Doom right now, but it's gonna die, so I guess it doesn't really matter, because I'm dealing 2 damage to it.
Right, and it's got 2 health, which is that, for anyone that's watching, is that number in the middle up at the top there. Yeah. The number on the left in red is the combat value, which is what you have to test to actually hit it, and the number on the right is the evade, which is if you want to try to get away from it without it hurting you.
Basically tap it and stop it from attacking or moving.
So this thing dies?
Yep, that thing dies. William York's ability is going to trigger. I'm going to pay 3 to equip the police badge.
Oh, good. At least one of us has that stat.
Yes. So then, that was my first action. My second action is going to be moving into your space.
Okay.
Then I'm going to let's see, I've got 1 action left. I'm going to discard the police badge to get 2 additional actions this turn. So I have 3 actions left.
Right.
One of my actions is going to be fighting the ghoul minion.
I don't know if you want to engage one of these, so you get the extra damage.
I'm definitely going to engage the ravenous ghoul, but I'm I think I can beat the 3 right now.
Okay.
So I don't think I'm gonna hit you. If I do, that would be very bad. But
The only problem is you don't get the +1 damage unless you engage it first.
oh right, yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'll engage it then. I will engage the ghoul minion, and then I have 2 actions left now. I'll use one of them to attack the ghoul minion.
Okay.
So that's a -2, so we tie and I succeed.
Right.
So he's dead.
Go away, Zombo.
I have 1 action left.
You want to just take this ghoul off me now, and then... I can at least patch up some of the damage off you. Horror is a little more annoying.
Yeah, I am gonna take another horror, but I think I think I'm okay with that. So I will engage it.
Okay. Oh boy.
But we salvaged that pretty decently.
Yeah, that could have went a lot worse. And my turn. I get a free action, so I get 4 actions total, but the 4th one can only be used on tomes. I'm going to use my free action on the medical text. I'm going to test books at difficulty 2. If I succeed, I heal damage off the investigator. If I fail, you take a damage.
Yeah.
I'm just going to try it straight up. Plus, okay, so heal damage. My first action is going to remove one of these horror off the Necronomicon. The second is I'm going to take another horror off that Necronomicon, so I can actually discard this damn thing.
And for the third, are you going to see what's in the last woods?
Yeah, I probably should. We got to keep...
We do need the last 2 clues.
Like, I can come over here and get... I have a card that lets me just automatically pick one up for 2 resources. I could probably clear the woods faster than... Well, I don't know what this woods is, but...
I mean, that one might have a lower shroud. 4 is pretty high.
Right.
So there's a good chance that it's under 4.
I'll check it out. And I move to this location. Old house.
In fact, under 4.
God damn it. This location is used using the brain icon instead of the skill. So it's a little bit for everything.
Stinks, but it is. I mean, is it really worse than taking a damage and a horror and having a higher base shroud?
I'm just trying to map this out a little bit. So how this is connected is to here, and to here. That looks about right, although this is connected to some other place. I'll have to fix that later. Like, I can throw this woods out here. And...
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that location will even show up, so... Okay. So that is my turn.
Okay. So we move to the monster phase.
Yep, no hunters on the board, so no one moves. But the ghoul does swing at you for 1 damage and 1 horror.
I will take a damage and a horror.
Okay, and now we're in upkeep.
Yep.
So basically, we just draw a card and gain a resource. So I'm at 6 now. 6. And I really
think do you have things like you can commit to get that?
It's gonna be tricky. Like, I could always use my auto succeed one on it, working hunch, but I don't know if I want to waste it right now because I only have one of those.
I might have something I can do actually. Although I don't I don't think I can because I can't kill this guy and have the actions left to move down there and investigate. Because I have to attack this guy twice.
Right.
Oh no, that's not true. I can do it.
Okay.
I just don't know if necessarily it's entirely worthwhile. It might be. Sure, I'll do it. Would you like me to go first?
Yeah, go nuts.
Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attack this guy. And I've got 5. Do I want to pitch the...
I wouldn't. If I remember correctly, I would. If you got anything that can do a lot of damage, you might want to hang on to it for a little bit because you may need it later.
I don't have anything that can deal a whole lot of damage right now. I guess I'll just fight him straight up.
Okay.
-4. That's not it. Okay. Maybe my plan is falling apart here now. Alright, I'll attack him again, I guess. Uh-oh. -5.
Yeah.
Okay. Both my attacks have failed. Yikes. I guess I'll just attack again? -3, No, he's got +1, right. So he's a 4. I forgot.
Yeah.
I've just...
That agenda is a pain in the butt.
I completely whiffed. I completely forgot and whiffed, and now I'm just gonna sit here taking tons of damage from this guy. I hope your turn goes better than mine did.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't do encounters, did we?
We didn't, did we? Yeah, go ahead and draw yours, I guess.
Alright, maybe we should take... That will probably change what I do.
Oh, wow. Oh. Oh.
That's bad.
That's really bad. Holy shit.
So, yeah, okay. So if I don't kill this guy this turn, I'm dead. No, never mind. I still have 1 horror left to
Yeah.
work with.
Oh, so that's the encounter set that got shuffled in. We got the Cthulhu one. Nice. Mine. Ancient Evils. Great. So we put a Doom on. Oh, I forgot to wipe these. There's 1 Doom. Yeesh.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so... that was bad luck.
Yeah, that was...
I still have to work off the assumption that I might get bad luck again. So, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna commit my Gravedigger's Shovel to get +1. So now at least it has to be a -4 for me to lose outright.
Yeah, just only a -4, because we haven't seen enough of those yet today.
-2, okay, I got a hit, so he's at 1.
Just put 2 damage on him. Okay.
And second action, I'm going to try again.
Got him.
+1. Got him. Okay. Then what I can do is so I have another question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
When you are, let's say, investigating at 2 and
Right.
you get a -4, can can you go below 0? In essence, if the shroud is 2, can you ever fail by more than 2?
No.
You can only fail by 2
Yeah,
because
yeah.
0 is as low as you can go.
Right. Modifiers can't take it below 0.
All right. So then, in that case, I'm going to.
I believe that if you still have like an extra modifier afterwards, I think it'll still read the. It'll still remember that's supposed to be like -2, and then it'll push it back up, but still to be 2-0. Let's say.
Okay. So, because I right now have -1 brain. So does that mean I can go into the negatives when checking for a shroud? Like, I could theoretically lose this by more than 2.
What are we trying to do? Lucky?
Actually, I guess I can just say, I'm trying to do look what I found, failing it by 2 or less to get both of the clues here.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I can't fail that by more than 2.
Right, because even if you get the autofail, like autofails, you're considered to have got a 0.
So, do you think I should do that? Because that would mean we automatically get the clues, we can advance the act, and you can spend the rest of your turn in the new act doing whatever we need to do?
We could. I still have to take a turn this turn, right?
Yeah. But, I mean, we can advance the act at any time, right? We don't have to...
During the investigator's turn.
Yeah. So we don't have to wait for the upkeep or whatever. We can just do that.
Right.
And then when we are in the new act, we'll know what to do, and you can use your turns probably better than what we've got right now.
I guess.
That's what I'm saying. So, if that's the case, I'm going to pay 3 resources. Re-equip my police badge. I have 1 action left, so I'm going to sacrifice this to have 3 actions left. Use 1 to move down here. Then I'm going to, I guess, well, one thing that would be bad is if I succeed, but I guess that's not so bad. So I'm going to, investigate. -2, okay, so I fail by 2 or less, because I'm down at 0.
Okay.
I'm going to, oh crap, I don't have the resources. Right, because I had to use it to get the police badge.
Womp womp.
Okay, never mind, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, that's dumb. Alright, I'll spend my last action just equipping Lita Chandler then.
Oh, good. We can use her right about now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay, so the woods, or the old house.
I'm such a dummy.
Boy,
Hope you can get these clues.
I'll give it a shot. I don't really have anything that can buff it, and I'm only at a 3, so... Hopefully not for big negatives.
Well, now your Elder Sign isn't an auto-fail, so...
Yeah. Oh.
That's -0, so that's good.
Okay, I'll take it.
Good thing I went first. That is a -2, though.
Right, so that's a fail, and there's no enemies on the board, so no doom gets placed.
Alright, you want to do one
I'll try it. Cross my fingers. Hey.
Yeah, we got there. All right.
All right, so we have the 6 clues. Let's go ahead and do the thing.
Yeah. Let's flip that act. Here's my 2. I can't delete them, so...
Unveiling the path. Scattered throughout the forest, you've seen glyphs and arcane sigils in various places, etched into the bark of trees, carved onto the faceless stones, and dripped in blood across the ground. Though you cannot decipher these glyphs, you notice that most of them tend to face south. Following these signs leads you by twists and turns towards a cave in the darkest and coldest part of the forest. As you advance, shadowy figures emerge from the trees, blocking the only path to the cave. Put the set-aside ritual sign into play if it is not already in play. Search the collection for each enemy recorded in your campaign log under cultists who got away, and spawn those enemies at the main path. God damn it.
Oh, yeah! Time to fight, boys. Although, actually, that's kind of bad, because they're gonna attack me, right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, well, Lita is probably going down, so...
Try not to get her killed. So this is connected to here. And...
I mean, I might have to, because I only have a maximum of 5 sanity before I die.
Okay, so the cultists that got away were Herman Collins and Peter Warren. So let me spawn this deck. Saved objects. And we need Herman and Peter. Well, Peter, thankfully, is not a combat one. Oh, and they're both on you, because you're there.
Yep, they sure are.
Spawn, Miskatonic University, aka not here.
Yeah.
So you can just get rid of their parlays are still active, technically.
I don't have clues to parlay with, and I could pitch 4 cards. That seems... I can't do that either.
Okay, so back to the act up here. Act 2A, Into the Darkness. The remaining cultists have followed you into the woods to try to stop you, and now they block the path to your objective. They stand ominously beneath the overhanging trees, silent sentinels in the night. You must defeat them or sneak past to gain access to the site of the ritual. If an investigator enters the ritual site, advance. So all you have to do is go in there.
Alright, I just had to clean up these fools.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to hit me, though.
Right, so it's an enemy phase. Hunters would move.
Yep.
No hunters on the board. And enemies will swing. So Herman hits you for 1 each.
Yep. And I will put 1 horror onto Lita.
Okay.
And I will put 2 damage on... Well, no. I'm actually going to put the damage on her, because I can recast her. So she's getting 2 damage.
Okay.
Alright.
Is this ritual site connected to any of these locations? I'm just looking. No.
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, it's just to the main path. I was kind of looking around.
So I just gotta fight a whole lot of boys, huh?
Oh yeah, well technically if you fought all these boys in the previous scenario and killed them, you wouldn't have to fight anyone here.
Yeah. Because I have to pull another encounter, too.
Oh yeah, well we'll get our resource and card here now. Neat.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can do that. Perfect.
Note that since you have 2 guys on you right now, you don't get the machete bonus damage.
Uh-oh. I've got a problem. Yes. So there's a card that's in my deck that should not be in my deck. I'm just replacing it with the one that it should be.
Okay.
Which is Where's my level 2 Vicious Blow? There it is. For whatever reason, there was a Vicious Blow rank 1 also in my deck.
Weird.
And I don't think you can have 3 copies of the same card.
Nope. Yeah,
So
2 is the max.
that is not in my deck.
Unless the card specifically says there actually is one card. Like the painter lady has 3 copies of a card.
Yeah. Okay,
But that's a
so
specific deck building thing.
I think this will work great, actually. I think I've got a sweet turn set up here. Provided I can do this correctly. Yeah, okay. Would you like me to go first?
Go nuts.
Alright, so, first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to make a fight with Peter Warren, and I'm going to commit this Vicious Blow. So I get +1 from my machete, +1 from Lita, +2 from Vicious Blow. That puts me at 7.
Nice.
And I have to beat a 3. Hopefully by more than 2. So, hoya! +1!
That's a lot more than...
So dead! He is so dead! Very dead.
So how much damage did he just take?
3, because it's a level 2 Vicious Blow.
Oh, right. So, yeah, +2 damage.
So he takes a +2 damage.
I'm just tossing him up there and saying that's the victory display.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? He took so much damage. Boom, he's off the table.
Into the Shadow Realm he goes. Goodbye, forever. Then I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna pay the resources to equip my police badge now.
Using Yorick's ability.
Yeah, using Yorick's ability. I hope I don't have to use it, because I just need to beat this guy now. And we're 1v1ing, so my machete is going to deal 2 damage per swing. I still have 2 actions, so let's see what we got. Hiya! -2. I still beat him. He
Nice.
does get a doom counter, but he also gets 2 damage counters. And let's see. If I fail, that would be bad. I don't think, once I'm out of actions, I don't think I can use police badge. Once I'm out of actions, my turn is just over, right?
Right.
Okay, so I have 1 action left. I could police badge. But honestly, I think I'm fine with just attacking and taking the risk. So here we go. And again, a -2. That should do it. He gets another counter and then takes another 2 points of damage and dies.
Nice. But yeah, so you did 4 points of damage to him in that turn too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Good job.
Not only 4 damage, I did 3 to one guy and 4 to another guy.
Ugh.
7 points of damage. Woof.
Did you use Lita's, Oh, that's only for monsters.
Yeah,
Never mind.
only for monsters, unfortunately. But the extra point of fightness really does help. And then I pass.
Alright.
Cleared that up pretty quick.
Okay. So do you want me to just run to the ritual site then, or do you want me to clean up these Arkham Woods counters?
I don't think you need the clues, honestly. Like, there's nothing that says we need clues to advance the act. So
I got a feeling that we're going to need clues eventually, but we might be able to find some.
it also will deal damage and horror to you. I don't know how.
Yeah.
You can definitely try it.
You know, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go for the ritual site.
That's also risky though, because if there's an enemy in there, you might get bopped.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I've got a evade card in my hand, so
Okay.
So, one action to move back to the main path. Second to enter the ritual site. Large central chamber of a cold, dark cavern adorned with arcane markings and dimly lit by candlelight. Ritual site. Force. At the end of the round, if there are fewer than 2 clues per investigator on ritual site, add clues to it until it has 2 clues per investigator on it. So its clues regenerate here. But this advances right now. Last rites. Shuffle the encounter, discard pal into the counter deck. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until one enemy is discarded. 2 enemies instead if there are 3 or more players. Spawn each discarded enemy at the ritual site. Oh, well, I get a friend. Oh no. Hang on, I think Sifona just disconnected. His connection does this sometimes. I might as well keep reading while he's gone. Disrupting the ritual. The site of the cult's ritual is inside a large cavern in a dark corner of the woods. In the center of the chamber is a candlelit circle marked by rocks and arcane runes. So we can spend an action and 1 clue to test 3 brains or evade. If you succeed, place 1 clue on the act. If we do it successfully twice, advance. Oh, and I actually had to get that enemy, didn't I? So shuffle, 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 shuffle. Also, Miss B, thank you for the follow. Now that I can actually say it out loud. I didn't want to interrupt Sifona. Oh, did my connection just go flaky a little bit there? That was weird. Okay, so... Oh, wow, we got a... freaking Acolyte. So I'm going to assume that this spawn rules will override the Acolyte's normal spawn rules. And put him at the ritual site. And he will engage on me. Yeah, did you just disconnect?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Bad shit just happened.
I heard something engaged on you.
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of that.
It was just an Acolyte, thankfully. We had to do the shuffle the deck and pull an enemy. Okay, so disrupting the ritual is the current act, and we can spend a clue and an action at this location to test 3. Or, I don't even think we have to be here. We can do it anywhere. Test 3 brains or evade. If you succeed, place 1 clue in the act. If there's 2 clues per investigator on the act, advance. So we need 4 clues on there total.
Okay.
And thankfully these clues regenerate. So, right. Right, this Acolyte has +1 combat too right now.
Yeah.
Thankfully...
Pop into the game.
Okay.
To take a look at what's been going on while I've been absent.
I'm actually surprised. This scenario seems to be moving pretty fast, at least.
Oh yeah, we've been getting progressively faster at these. Probably because I've been learning how to play my character. Okay, so we need to spend a clue and test. If we succeed, we move a clue from us to the thing.
Right.
Right. So you haven't, yeah.
Actually, I think I didn't put a counter on. I forgot to put a counter on this Doom.
It's alright.
It's fine. Like, I've got no damage on me, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I can just take 1 for now. Then you can come in and clean them up. As long as you don't draw any enemies.
Yeah. Even if I do, I can probably take them out, as we've learned.
Yeah, you don't even need to engage them.
Yeah, so, did you went through your upkeep step? I don't think I did. So, I will get my upkeep. And, so, about the enemies...
Oh. Fun.
Yeah.
Graveyard ghouls are, yeah. Well, it's thematic for this one, this adventure at least.
It is.
Since we're dealing with ghouls all the time here.
Yeah. Alright, and we do our encounters.
Yeah. Yeah, I put a doom up there already, so.
Mysterious chanting. Place 2 doom on the nearest cultist enemy.
Where did
There are
the...
no cultist enemies in play. So
somehow you just drew the entire encounter deck.
That's, okay. Well,
yeah, well, that's what you'll get. Well, let's say that, because I just shuffled this. So,
sure.
And then the rest of these will...
Yeah. So 2 counters go on that acolyte. And I guess you do yours now, and hopefully don't draw the entire deck.
Does that event? Did that say it can cause it to advance?
It does not say it causes the thing to advance.
Okay.
It just says it places it on the nearest cultist enemy if there are no cultist enemies. Blah.
Okay. So I got to kill this thing somehow.
Well, I can. Oh wait, no. That was my encounter. So that was after the...
Right. But there's still 5 doom in play right now, so we have to deal with some of this doom somehow before our next turn.
Yeah. That's gonna be easy. Like,
Right.
I'll take care of that. On
Why is this not? Hang on.
Right spot.
I don't know. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, god damn it.
Right. It's fine. I can handle this. I got this.
Okay.
Alright, so, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to fight my graveyard ghouls. Now, they do get the bonus from the agenda.
Correct. So it's plus 1 fight.
Yeah, it is at 4, and I am at currently 6. So as long as I don't get a -3, we should be set. So, hiya! +1, okay. 2 points of damage, and then I'm gonna tap her and kill it.
Okay, so you did 3.
Yep.
Okay, so that goes into your discard pile then. That is your weakness.
Yep. Domed it. Then I'm going to come up here. So that's been 2 actions so far. I'm going to discard my police badge to have 2 more actions. So I got 3 actions left. One of my actions is going to be straight fighting the cultist.
Okay, so he's got combat 4.
I insta-fail. I deal a damage to you, I guess.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Insta-fail is kind of,
Yeah, not much you can do about that.
not much you can do about that. I'm gonna try it again, though.
Okay, yeah. Good.
That's -5. Sorry I hit you again. I'm gonna stop doing that now. I'm just gonna, engage with the ghoul.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I got the 2 worst possible things.
What can I do?
Hopefully you can hit him.
He's got a 4, and my combat, even with Leeta's buff, it's only a 3 right now.
Okay, so this is advancing then, I guess.
Yeah, unless you have something with fists on it.
I do.
I
have a thing with potentially 2 fists.
Because I could try attacking it, and then you can throw in 1 card.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got a wild card in my hand for 1 icon, but I'm not sure if I want to use it for this.
There was probably something I could have done that was better for this, but I didn't think about it.
Okay, yeah, so I'll go in and try fighting it.
Yeah, I should have done fight or flight.
Do I want to?
If if you're doing that, I think now's the time I have to actually pitch bury them deep.
Wait. 3. I might have a better idea. Do you have any cards in your hand with wisdom on it, the brain icon?
Brain?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
This will be funnier. I'm going to blinding light it. So this uses my wisdom instead of evasion to evade it. I'm doing this because it doesn't point any damage if I evade it successfully.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So.
Yeah, I will, yeah, I'll commit bury them deep to it, because I think...
Okay, so that's +2, so I'm at 5.
I wish I didn't have to do that. I wish I could get a victory point with it, but I think it's more important to advance the thing right now.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and burn the ward of protection as well so I get up to 6, because this is important.
Yeah.
So, pull. Thank you.
Nailed it.
Okay, so the evasion does point of damage and kills it.
Yep. Whew. That was scary. Sorry for hitting you a bunch.
That's fine. I'm going to use my free action from Daisy to use my medical text to heal myself 1.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So test 2, I have a 5 strength straight.
Oh, well.
I take a damage. Whoops.
Oops. Oops, whoops.
That thing doesn't go where I thought it went.
Huh?
I was like trying to heal myself, and then I was like, oh wait, no, the bone doesn't go that way.
Yeah. Yikes. 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 Alright.
And I've still got 2 actions, so I'm going to play Magnifying Glass as a free action, so I get that +1 while investigating.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then I'm going to go in and try investigating the ritual site. So -3, so still succeeds.
Still succeed, yeah.
Yeah, 6 -3. Got a clue, and I'll go ahead and try the test for my last action.
Your brain?
I'm actually gonna test agility because I got manual dexterity in my hand.
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
3, 4, and I'll throw that in too to make it a 5.
Sure. No big whammies. Hey, you pass.
Yep. So this clue goes on the act. So we're at 1.
That's pretty good.
I get to draw a card, do the manual dexterity.
Yeah.
Got
Ooh, weakness?
Yeah. I got drawing the sign. This is the -5 hand size one, but I've got barely any cards right now, so.
That's true. That is kind of lucky. Was that your last action?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because I had to investigate for 1 and
Yeah.
then did the test.
Alright. So, enemy phase. I'm gonna get hit. The question is, do I want to put the damage on Lita, let her die, and then play her back with William York's ability, which would be bad if I pull another enemy that engages to me?
That's right, you still have that Dreams of LA on you.
Yeah, I can't take that off. Not without help. So, I think... think now's the time to let her die and bring her back with the thing. So she's gonna take her 3rd point of damage and the point of horror, and she's gonna go to the graveyard.
Okay.
Or to discard. I take nothing. Hooray. And then we go to upkeep.
Okay, so unexhaust things, draw a card, and gain a resource, basically.
Okay, that's not bad.
Okay, yeah, I'm not complaining about what I just drew. And then, okay, so new turn. Put a Doom on the agenda. So we're at 3. Threshold is still 5. And we each get an encounter card.
No whole deck. There we go. Grasping Hands. Test 3. For each point I fail by... It was a good thing I didn't take too much damage here.
Right.
So, testing my footsies. Well, I failed by a lot. So I take 3 points of damage.
Yep.
You know what? That kind of sucks.
And mine.
Sign's a bad time.
Oh, hey, Zombo.
Okay, well, that we can handle.
Hopefully. And now it's investigators. So.
Yep. Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to bop my ghoul, and I'm gonna take him right the heck out.
Okay. The school's dead.
William York's ability triggers. I'm gonna replay Lita Chandler.
All right.
Then I'm going to engage your ghoul.
Sure.
Yoink.
Action 2.
I'm gonna beat that one up. And I'm gonna knock his socks off.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Just mowing through zombies like it's a mall or something here.
Yeah.
Okay. My first action is I'm going to play Hyper Awareness, the upgraded version. So it didn't cost anything.
Dang.
I figured I'm going to need this for those agility tests.
Yeah.
And I still get that emergency cast in my hand, so I can be like, oh, by the way, 4 resources.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's see.
And that was your first action?
Yeah.
So you got 2 more left.
Yep, I'm going to...
Free action to heal yourself, maybe?
Yeah, let's go ahead and try it again here. Hopefully I don't hurt myself. Okay, so I do successfully heal myself. Test of 2, I had a 5 skill, -1, so I got a 4 versus a 2.
So now what you need to do is basically just vacuum up all these clues.
Oh yeah, this actually regenerated a clue due to its ability.
Yeah.
It always come back up to 4 per turn.
So here's a question. I can't activate this ability because I don't have the clue.
Right.
Okay.
Because you have to take an action and spend a clue.
Yeah.
So my second action
That's too bad.
will be to... I'm going to go and investigate here. So I have a skill 6 while investigating. That's a failure. Most things are at a -4, but barely.
Yeah.
And I'll try investigating again. That one works. I think.
All right.
Okay, so enemy phase. There's no enemies on the board since you killed them all.
Yep.
Um,
I slaughtered them.
so nothing moves, nothing attacks, and upkeep.
Okay.
I have to play this. So it is Mythos phase. Counter. And
counter.
Yep.
Yikes.
Damn.
Okay, so that takes us up and...
Yep, that will kick the agenda over to advance. Thankfully, there's still another card here. A dark presence approaches, and you are assaulted by invisible pressures that bring you to your knees. A terrible force threatens to invade your mind and soul. Your throat clenches and your eyes water as the sensation burns through you. In player order, each investigator must test wisdom at difficulty 6. Each investigator who fails must search the collection for a random basic madness weakness and add it to his or her hand.
I just completely have no chance with that. So, where do we search for this? Madnesses.
It will be the stack. I'm just looking for them. I'm just making a separate...
Weakness, yeah. Yikes. That's bad. I guess it could be worse, but... Alright, so I guess,
so you've...
draw one each?
You failed your test then, right?
Oh, I don't think I need to try. I'm totally failing. Yeah, I failed. I failed real bad. So...
Yeah, I don't think I can...
draw this thing?
I'm just gonna try it in case I get the, well, I can't really succeed.
So I get, chronophobia. At the end of my turn, I take a horror. That's bad. I can't put that on Lita, though, right?
It's direct horror, so you have to take it.
Oh, yeah, yikes.
But you can just take 2 actions and get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to do that.
And what did I get? Oh boy. I got amnesia. Choose and discard all but 1 card from your hand.
Well...
Boy, what do I want to keep here?
Now these aren't gonna stay in our deck, right?
Oh, they totally stay.
Oh, no, this is terrible.
Wait, I think. I'm not quite sure on that, actually. Because they're not...
That would be terrible.
It doesn't... I don't think it's going to come up again, but... Since this is technically the end of the campaign, but...
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and now that you've told me that, I'm gonna blow out all the stops. Here we go.
Okay, so new investigator turn, so... At least we didn't get any enemies.
Yeah, we didn't.
Oh wait, I still have to get a...
You didn't encounter, did you?
No. Oh,
Well,
Ancient Evils, of course.
that's
Oh, I probably should deal with this.
yeah.
Vengeance awaits. The world begins to shift and change as the ritual nears its conclusion. The air grows chilly, and the entire forest is covered in a layer of rime. The trees bend unnaturally, and their shadows lengthen into weird shapes. When this act advances, if the investigators are in Act 1 or not, put the set. It automatically, the ritual site comes out. We are in Act 2 or 3. Discard all enemies at the ritual site and spawn the set-aside Umdoroth there. Hi.
Okay.
So yes, Umdoroth, the Devourer below, Ancient One, Elite, Hunter, Massive. Okay, so Massive is a special keyword where you can't add him to your engaged location, but he basically engages everyone at his location.
Yeah.
So he gets +4 health per investigator. At the end of each investigator's turn, ready him, so you can't really evade him. And as an action, if you control Lita Chandler, it's only after her. You throw Lita to Umdoroth in order to spare your lives, and you immediately go to a resolution.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it has 14 health right now, basically.
Okay. That's a lot of health.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot of health.
I forget if massive you still have to worry about attacks of opportunity or not. Let me look that up real quick. I think so. Because you could still evade him.
Yeah.
You still have to
So
worry about it.
does he attack everyone?
Oh yeah,
Then?
yeah.
Okay.
He is not fun.
So you would die if he hit.
More than likely.
So you need to heal yourself to survive even a single hit.
Let me check on massive real quick. Oh no, he will do attacks of opportunity.
Okay. Okay. So we're in a bad spot.
But he won't ever move away. Like he's technically engaged with you, but if you move, he won't follow.
Okay.
It is a hunter though, so we could conceivably lure him out of the ritual area and work on it. Like if we really wanted to be a dick. Or you can just kill Lita if you want. You could do the Sabadan special here.
So how likely are we to Oh my god. um I think I have some things that I can do like maybe we can make this work. So it's on our turn now, right? This
Yes.
is the end of the Mythos phase.
Mm-hmm.
We've done our encounters.
Yep.
Okay. I would like to go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a resource.
Oh, by the way, the thing where it's +1 fight, +1 evade is gone.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because this is vastly worse.
Yeah, this is definitely bad. So I'm going to play Fight or Flight. So I get +3 to my
Wait.
to my fight or evasion rolls.
Oh wait, hang on.
Yeah.
I want to check something real quick. Forced win this event. Okay, it's not actually in play yet. This is just warning us what happens if we don't finish it right now.
Wait, so is that guy here?
No, not yet. I was just reading it. I'm like, wait. I just saw the forced down there. It says when this agenda advances. It says that because the back of the card is different. In case you didn't see me flipping it over. Okay, so this I scared myself here. Holy shit.
I still had I think we could have done it.
Because the backside tells you how to get to resolution in case you actually deal with it.
Because what we could have done, or what I could have done, is evaded him, so he would tap. Then I try to scoop up some clues, or a clue, and apply it to the thing, because my footsies get increased for the whole duration of the round.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to do that anyway. So I'm still going to take this.
Okay.
I'm still going to pay the thing, play Fight or Flight, so that I get a +3 to my evasion.
Okay.
I'm going to use one action to investigate. I get a -3, which stinks because that means I fail by more than 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it again.
I don't know. Do you want to get rid of chronophobia though?
No, because I want to end the thing
Okay.
right now. So I get a clue. And I'm going to use an action to spend the clue. I'm going to test my footsies. So my footsies are currently a 6. Yeah. Sweet. Oh, perfect.
That's some money right there.
That is real good.
So that's +2.
Yeah, that's +2. So I succeed and then some. So the clue goes on to the act.
Okay.
I'm going to find any card from my discard. Which one do I want? I think I just want another. I just want my fight or flight back so I can do this same thing next turn.
Fair enough.
And those were my 3 actions. I think, right?
Remember, fight or flight was a fast, so it didn't cost an action.
Right, but I investigated for a clue, failed. Investigated again, got one, and then used my action to put the clue on the ritual.
Sounds right. Okay.
My 3 turns.
Okay. So, I'm going to go in and try investigate. Well, yeah, I'm going to try investigating just to get another clue. +1, so yes.
Got one. And now you're going to try to... Because I know that next turn I can also get a clue and dump it.
So it's difficulty 3 evasion.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend...
Just dump it, yeah.
I'm going to spend 3 resources to give myself +3, so I'm at a 5. I don't know if I want to put anything else into it.
Yeah, that's probably fine. Go for it.
Okay,
Okay, well...
well, that clue's gone.
Yeah, it is gone. So, I guess for your 3rd action, just try it again?
Yeah, I'll go and spend 3 again.
Okay, that's 0.
Yep, so that's 1 clue.
All
So
right.
we're up to 2 on there.
Yep.
Or 3, I should say.
Yep.
I'm going to move them down here. Why are they stacking?
And-
Stop stacking clues. You are not snack.
So then the end of the turn, there's no enemies.
Okay.
So upkeep.
Remember to take your direct horror from chronophobia.
Yeah. So I'm up to 4 out of the 5 that I can have.
You have to get rid of this next turn if we don't finish.
Yeah. I think I'll let you go first, because if you succeed, then...
Well, we have to do this first. Okay, so Doom on the agenda. Oh, and draw your card and whatnot, and take your resource. Oh, yep. I just drew counterspell.
Oh, right. Okay, so that means you're, like, a shoo-in, right?
Well, I could still draw, like, the -4, but... This is basically just says no. Well, it costs 2 resources, though, so... I might have a slow turn next turn, because I might have to get some money here with this emergency cash. Okay, so...
You could theoretically finish this right now.
Did I actually put the Doom out here, or no?
I think you did, but...
Yeah, I think this looks right, because we just advanced it, so... to this card, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to get your encounter?
Yeah.
That is not what we needed first. Hopefully you don't have to fight anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't draw anything that I need to fight, so unless you do... Nope.
Can't play assets or events. Shit. I actually wanted to play events this turn. And of course I don't have my ward of protection anymore, so... So I'm going... Oh, the clues regenerate here. I'm going to try investigating it.
Sure. Well,
+0, so that's 1.
You want to just try to spend it now?
Sure, I'll spend the 2 resources to give myself +2.
Do I have any foot stuff that I can... Nope. You just gotta do it on your own.
So 4 minus 2. What was it? Difficulty 2? Difficulty 3. Shit. No, that clue goes away.
Alright, so I have a plan.
I have 1 more action, though. Actually 2 more actions, because I can use a tome. I'm going to try to heal myself.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, you succeeded.
And 1 more.
Can't play any events or assets.
Yeah. I will gain a resource.
I think I can... Okay, so I have a plan.
Okay.
I have 3 actions, right?
Yep.
Because it only means fight, move, or evade that cost an additional action.
Right.
So, first thing I'm gonna do, if you're done with your turn,
Yep.
is do 1 investigation. I get a -1, so my 3 or my 2 becomes a 1. I failed by less than 2, or by 2 exactly.
Yep.
Actually, so I'm gonna pay 2 resources. Come on. There we go. It's gone. And play Look What I Found. So I'm going to get 2 clues.
Nice.
And now I think I just go for broke. I'm going to do the ballsy play. I gotta be a little greedy, right?
Sure.
Pay 1. Fight or flight.
Alright, so +4 to agility.
+4 to all my agility rolls. Okay, one of them was an instant fail, so that's bad. So I'm priced into this now. I can't not do it because I only have 1 action left. So I can't even get rid of the chronophobia. This has to be not an insta-fail.
Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Okay.
Yes! Elder Sign! Fuck yeah!
Nice.
Get that clue.
So that's +2. And
I guess I get my fight or flight back?
okay, and that is 4 clues, so we advance.
Yeah! Buzzer beater!
Yeah.
This is my last action before I die.
Okay, so you brave the unnatural chill and weave through arcane symbols, crossing the threshold of the circle. You smother the markings on the ground, covering them with dirt, breaking apart the carefully constructed pattern of smooth rocks. A shrill noise pierces your ear as the air grows suddenly warmer and the world distorts around you, settling into normality. Resolution 1.
We did it.
You have managed to prevent the cult from summoning its master. Although you're unsure what would have happened had the cult succeeded, bad things, because we saw what it looked like. You're relieved that, at least for the time being, Arkham is safe. You capture as many cultists as you could find, but very few townspeople believe your tale. Perhaps it was in your head after all. In your campaign log, record that the ritual to summon... I'm going to copy paste his name so I don't mess it up.
And it has that fancy symbol.
Was broken. Each investigator suffers 2 mental trauma as he or she never fully recovers from his or her ordeal. So,
Jeez.
trust me, it's a lot better than what the other. Some of them give 2 mental and 2 physical.
Wow.
Like if you threw Lita to her, yes, it would have ended the scenario. I mean, like you kind of have to, because if this thing comes out, it's going to murder someone.
Yeah.
Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display, which should be 2, and 5 bonus experience. So you got 7 total for that.
Nice.
So out of 19 experience now. Yeah, you spent all 7, so you're. And the investigators win.
Yay! We did it.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. I'm sort of glad I'm actually glad I reread that card. Because I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know really if we could have done it. Maybe with a little bit of luck. Because I was, at the very end, using those Elder Signs to chain Fight or Flight. And if that was the case, I probably could have kept him locked down with evasion, potentially.
Yeah, I think the idea is to like lead them out of the ritual site, like off to one of these locations, and have someone run in and work it while someone's rope-a-doping him around here. What are the other 2 locations? I didn't even look at them.
I would like to see someone try that.
So Cliffside, use evasion instead of the normal skill to investigate here, and heal 1 damage or 1 horror.
That madness thing does stay with us for good, right?
Which one?
The one that we got from the thing.
I think it does.
That would be really weird.
Well-
Because that would mean that on a check, which is entirely luck dependent, your deck can get worse. That feels.
Well, you're going through a lot of really, really bad stuff, so it's like you're picking up a disadvantage.
Yeah. I guess
You would actually, if you actually sacrifice Alita, you would get a random madness weakness anyway. So, like from the guilt. Oh wow! If you actually fought him and won, you get 10 bonus experience.
Wow.
But you do take 2 physical and 2 mental trauma.
Yeah.
But if you actually fought him and won, you kind of deserve that experience. Because holy shit.
Too.
Does it have victory points on it? I didn't even look. Nope. And if you didn't see the backside for this when it advances,
Yeah.
that's why it had that advanced stuff on the front. Because it would pop out and then this would pop up and take over both decks. Because you straight up can't win normally once it shows up. Shit's already gone wrong.
Yeah. But, I could potentially do a lot of damage. I don't think I could do that much damage. Because, like, best case scenario, I have 5 actions, each doing 2 damage, if I hit every single time, which with Fight or Flight is possible. So I Fight or Flight, hit 5 times for 2 damage each, and then Lita triggers once, dealing an extra damage. So that's 11 out of the 14 health he has. That's like, big no. Big no's. No way.
Yeah, I think the only way you can really tank him is if you're a guardian and had dodge. Because dodge just negates an attack.
Yeah.
They just get up in your face and you're like, no, 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 no. They actually have a card, oh god, what is it called? It's a higher level one, I think it's like level 4, where you just negate 5 damage or horror, and you gain 1 resource for each damage or horror that was negated. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
But yeah, this has been Night of the Zealot.
Yeah. Where are you? I know what it looks like because it's wonderful.
And more specifically,
Oh, what
this
the
has
hell?
been a new player fumbling his way through.
Sorry, I've just never seen some of these cards before. I've never seen custom ammunition. Like, what? You want me to bless what? As the, it's an upgrade for a firearm. It puts 2 ammo on it, and attacks performed by attached asset deal +1 damage against monster enemies.
Sweet.
That's not the card. It's this one. Where are you? Because it looks like there's a nurse on it that looks like she's putting on gloves to like do an autopsy, but looks like she's gonna beat the shit out of the corpse. Where the hell is it? Here's the guy that I was telling you about that can reload guns. The Venturer.
Oh yeah.
I must have missed a Guardian pile or something.
That's cool though. So we've done this. I ended with a whole bunch of treachery in play, but
yeah, it was rough, but we did get there. I guess the question is, what's next?
I don't know. I guess
I don't know if we want to try to recruit a third person, and then we can run through one of the larger campaigns, or...
Yeah, we could try that.
Okay.
We'll have to see if we can find someone at a later date.
Right, we'll talk about it in Discord some.
Yeah.
I think Shark Hero was mentioning, like, last time that they wanted to get in on it, but... Obviously we should try to grab Adam somehow, but... Because you know how fast Lita would die when the Ancient One would have showed up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you have to... If that's the case, you have to make him the lead investigator, right?
Oh, yeah, that if that ever happened, like no questions, like, he would be the lead investigator. Because that would be hilarious. Okay, so yeah, that was Night of the Zealot, everyone. Thanks for coming out tonight. And we will... I think what we'll do is I kind of want to run through Path of Carcosa again. And because that campaign is amazing. Like, if you thought this was good, Path of Carcosa does some stuff. It gets super weird, but super cool. That's probably my... If I had to vote for one of the campaigns to do, that's what I think we'll do. Or we would try to do. Dunwich is interesting, but it gets really... Well, there's some parts of it that are a little bit unfun because they get really punishing. And I haven't actually been through... what's it called? Forgotten Age yet. But it's not all out yet, so I was kind of hoping to save that until it's fully out. But I know that Path to Carcosa is really good, so... Okay, so yeah, thanks to everyone for coming out. If you enjoyed this and want to know when we go live again with our next adventure, make sure to hit follow. I think we'll probably do it again maybe next Saturday. I don't know if you'll be around. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming out and have a good evening.